Dogman. Wow. Dogman. That's a powerful freaking word. I want you to pay attention to this word right here. I get excited when I hear the word dogman. It's like I live for that. It's something that, when I have Brutal Boy with me, I dream with the word dogman. And we run with this dog at nighttime. And we had fun, and the family and the children and the children birthday parties and everything else. It was just sensational. Being a dogman, it was something that I always wanted to be. I knew it was difficult because being a dogman is actually an earned title. And probably the first time you hear this. Because you haven't been spoken by someone that has the authority that I have, the credentials that I have, and the goodwill that I have. And what I'm going to tell you right now is about the future. It's about the future in the past. Back in the past, many, many years ago, before probably you were born, if you're 40, 50 years old, the word dogman was exclusive. It was, they used to write it in the magazines. He said, to all the fanciers of the breed. And so the fanciers, the people who were reading these magazines, they were like, they are fanciers, they're not dogmen. They understood that there was a man at a higher place, a man capable of creating something special. And there was a Maurice Carver, and there was a Earl Tudor, and there was a Wallace, and there were these men at the top. The word breeder wasn't really that much, didn't have too much strength. Slowly, some people started to be like, kind of like, they're not real dogmen, they're just breeders. I give you a perfect example named Pat Patricks. He was not a real dogman, he was just a breeder, a guy that got very lucky because he was smart to understand where the best dogs were, make some breeding combinations. He was not a dogman. Being a dogman, it was an earned title, and it still is an earned title. Just because someone stole the word away from the breed, it doesn't mean that it's theirs. It's just stolen. It's like, how they stole America from these, and how they stole some ideas and appropriation of culture and stuff like that. Well, the word dogman, the word, when they call somebody a bulldog, and when you call somebody, the word pit bull, for instance, it was a stolen word. They use it on bullies. And the people that are at fault for all of that are the so-called old-timers. The old-timers, you boys wanted $1. And you were charging so cheap for your work because you didn't appreciate yourselves. You were very insecure of yourselves. And so you gave the dogs away to low-level people. And you called them, this is my protege. Who the hell needs a protege? I don't need no protege. And this guy is my whatever, my student. And just to sell them dogs, you told them, you buy a male, but if you buy a female, 2 females, you could be a dogman. I can see it in you. You're a dogman. That's a huge lie. Because nothing was written back in 2000. I consider myself not to be a dogman. And I used to wonder, how much will it take to be a dogman? It has to be something big, and it's not written anywhere. So I said, a man that has at least 2 grand champions, because, I was a rookie and I had 1 grand champion. And I got to have at least 10 champions. That got to be the minimum. I kept on thinking about this, and I realized that all of those things are actually correct. But more correct than anything else had to be a man of integrity. An honest man. You cannot take a trash can, some scumbag, some guy that came from some lowlife and said, this guy's a dogman because he's a dog fighter. No. The real dogman has projection for the breed. It loves the dogs. It has projection. You say, I'm lifting the bar. And I don't want you to be a dogman to start with, because it's impossible. All the things that are required to be a dogman are gone from your culture, from your country. It's impossible. But I want you to understand the seriousness of being a dogman. I want you to be a great dog owner. I want you to be a great dog owner of your dogs. I want you to take care of your dogs. I want you to love your dogs. And I want you to get the best dog. I don't want to see you walking with an American bully. They used to be called pit bulls, fake pit bulls in the past, and they gave them a name. They gave them a name of American Bully somewhere about 2004. But they were in the limbo, and they're still in the limbo. They got like 6 different standards and stuff like that. And there are some of them that actually make good pets, and some people that own them are absolutely amazing people. And some of them have old dogs they're about to pass away and want to get a great dog. Come to me. If you're a great human being, come to me. However, I'm going to tell you this. The word dogman is really, really special. Being a dogman means someone that's transcendent. Decades of hard work, dedication. But hard work, dedication are not enough, because efforts are not enough. Efforts could be appreciated, but they're not enough to be a dogman. To be a dogman, you have to be in a high level, and be a dogman is something that is transcendent to the breed, that your name will be on a stone, written on stone. Hollingsworth, Victor A. card, something big. You came and you make huge changes, and your contributions to the breed were special. You dropped something great. You create something great. You did this. But most of those dogmen failed. They had no vision. And they shared some of their dogs, sadly, to some really scummy people. For me, I had my time to develop my dogs, travel around the world. I know every corner around the world that has dogs that have meaning. And they had meaning. Most of them are gone now. And in the America swamp, when you hear these guys saying, oh, we're still here, and we got dogs, and we got the pedigrees, those are clowns. Those are not real dogmen. Those are leftovers. Back in 2007, most of the real dogmen, or the good dogmen, the mediocre dogmen, because they're mediocre dogmen too. They're dogmen, but they're mediocre. They you can rank things, They sold all their dogs. They were leaving the breed. There was an exodus. People just left the breed. And when they left the breed, they dropped those dogs, some of those dogs, and they transferred them to absolutely moronic people that they did not have any sort of blueprint other than some videos and some magazines, some BS, and they call themselves dogmen. But the dogman is an earned title. It's like the bulldog. Like somebody said, I got a pit bull. You say, well, is that a bulldog? They used to ask that question. Bulldog means you see a real dog. And, I tell people, some of my best dogs, they were always pets. And they're like, what do you mean, Chico? I say, yeah, some of the best dogs I ever had were just pets. They stood in my house. They never went out anywhere. They just stood with me. Because I'm the kind of guy that grabs a chair, walks around where I got all my dogs, put a chair and talk to my dogs. Just the same way I'm talking to you. I love to talk to my dogs. I'm a guy that loves to talk, and I don't have a lot of friends. I don't hang around. I don't go to the cookings and all these BS with all these other stupid guys that are nobodies. It's just the reunion of a whole bunch of cows. It doesn't make a pride alliance. The word pride comes from lions. So a whole bunch of cows hanging around doesn't make a pride of lions. It's just a cow. It's just a herd of cows. And so I'd rather take a chair, and many people, there's people, some pictures of me with a chair talking to my dogs, talking to them. I just love it. I love the energy. I love to spend time with them. I get to know a lot about them. I get to know about their intelligence. I get to know about how much they know about me. And I get to know about their feelings. So the core of a dogman is the love for the breed, not the love for the community, not the love for the fraternity, not the love for the hang around. I'm a guy that absolutely don't care about the rejection of the whole community of dogs. I guess some people say, oh, the community thinks they hate you, and they say, those guys that say that to me, they don't even know who I am. They just heard things, blah, blah, blah. So I don't listen to those kind of people. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't listen to those kind of people. I listen to great speakers, great people. The great dogman, the word dogman, I'll give it honor. Listen, in 2010, I made a t-shirt. It says, I'm not a dogman, I'm Chico Lopez. I got sick and tired of people shaking my hand, saying I'm a dogman. And here in Brazil, you got some guys that just like, they're nobodies. They think they're dogmen somehow. Somebody lied to them. They lied to themselves. But in the United States, when people tell you they're dogmen, today, they usually show people which are not real dogmen. They dog fanciers of the breed with ribbons and dogs that jump and run treadmills. And you have other guys that call themselves dogmen. There are criminals. Some of them could be heavy criminals. Some of them are being in the dogs for a long time, but they've been like 30% the dogs and 70% crime. Rapists, lowlifes, scumbags. I call them Fast and the Furious breeders, the kennels. You know, it's so funny when your name is so weak that you cannot give your name as reference to the work, the body of work you have. When your name is so weak, you call yourself a kennel. Because you can come and get some idea of something and say, I am this kennel. I'm a Spider-Man kennel, because I love Spider-Man. Nothing to do with the dogs. Super brave kennels. Guy is a freaking coward, but he calls himself Super Brave Kennels. His last name has no weight. The old featherweight, lightweights don't qualify to be a dogman. They shouldn't have a dog. The dogs look like crap. They live like crap, and genetically they're crap. They may be bred by a guy that will tell you, the first thing he tell you about the dogs is a whole bunch of names, the people that are dead and he never met. They'll start talking about this name and that name and that name. If I show you a pedigree, I don't mention anybody but Chico Lopez. The only one that matters, Chico Lopez. So when it comes to some people, they'll tell you this dog, they could breed this good dog to this okay dog, and maybe he can get a good dog. But they say, you know, the percentages wouldn't work. Let's get this other dog so we can up the percentages on this particular dog. Absolutely not a dogman. The moment you start to see the percentages sign on any advertising, you know that motherfucker is not a dogman. You got it. You learn it with Chico Lopez. Please excuse my French. I become very excited when I talk about these topics of American Pit Bull Terriers. We don't talk word conversations here. I get contacted by this guy. Yo, I want to talk to you about this. Don't call me. Don't contact me. I'm not interested. And lately, I'm getting the famous call of somebody, I want to get back into it. I got out of it. I sold them all, but I saw your dogs, and I think they're the best dogs in the world, and I want to get back into it. This is what I got for you. You're not getting back into it with my dogs. You are declined. I don't work with doggers. I don't work with breeders. I don't work with scavengers. I don't work with criminals. I want a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer to get one of my pets as a pet and live in the couch. Like I just got a picture of Ernie from New York. The father works someplace for like 30, 40 years. Kids are in college. He's owns his own home. He's not a rich man in terms of money maybe, but he's a great freaking guy with balls of steel. His children love him. His wife loves him. Wife works from the house. The dog protects the house. And he's sleeping on a nice, fine Italian leather couch. I want my dogs to have that life. I don't want my dogs to be like some of your mods that are tied up to a chain right now, sleeping on their feces. I have an advice for all you young guys. Don't fight dogs. Don't try to become a dogman, fake dogman. Go to school. Become important in life. Add value to society. And when you are worth something in life, someone that is worth saying your name, Jackson, Johnson, Jones, Smith, Cohen, whatever the name is, Davis, Lopez, Garcia, Rodriguez, Sanchez, whatever your name is. You know what you do? When you're big, don't stop dreaming. Keep dreaming more. But if you were the guy that loved American Pit Bull Terriers and when you were young, you are looking at the Chico Lopez videos, give me a call. You sign a contract. You're not a dog fighter. You will never be a dog fighter. You'll never be a breeder. There's nothing more wonderful when somebody calls me and sometimes they have tears because they got an old dog. And they're afraid that the old dog is going to pass away. And they want to get a puppy from me so that old dog can have some memories. And those memories will be attached to that old dog, attached to them. They can have pictures together. When the old dog goes away, they're not lonely. They got this great dog. That's beautiful. The guy that has a whole bunch of dogs in the chains, when they die, they don't give a crap. They just get another one. You know what they call me? They say, hey man, what bloodline you running? What bloodline am I running? Funny story. You have all kinds of characters. You got the characters, they got the blue dogs, and they think they're pit bulls. And they want to argue. It is funny, really. The guys with the bullies, and they think they got pit bulls, and they want to argue. The guys that come from areas where they never really had a great dog in the entire freaking country. There are some islands, some places, they never had a really great dog. Never. but they've been reading the books. They're on the internet. The internet cyber dog is very smart. And they call me, yeah, well, you know about this dog and I know about that dog. It is incredible. It's a brand new society of weak men with no real knowledge. Though you guys are artificial, fake, digital image, not the real thing. I want you to start thinking about becoming the real thing. And if I can't save you, that's okay. I don't give a crap. This message here is for the new generations. The best man at the top is telling you to not be a dogman because it's fake. Do not be a dog fighter because there's no future. It's disgusting. These guys that are fighting dogs in America are not ever going to be dogmen. Become a great dog owner. That matters. Become successful in life. That matters. Go for yourself. Bet on yourself. That matters. That matters to me. If I can create a positive impact in your life with these words, that matters to me a lot. And I get the messages from a lot of you. Chico, you inspire my life. Chico, I've been following you for years. And I think you're amazing. I also get the message from the guys that I've been following you for years and they think they're entitled to get one of my dogs. So when I tell them you don't qualify to get one of my dogs, they get very upset. And that's okay. Because I do have rules and I don't break them. But I got the money. Keep the money, son. Keep the money. Call the puppy peddlers. They're selling the dogs at a tenth of the price of my dogs. Go keep the money. Don't call me. Don't call me. Keep the money. It's not about the money. It's never been about the money. I can have a breeding program right now with 1,000 dogs and sell them at the same price, so I can break every single puppy peddler. I can break them because I got better dogs, way more balls, way better story, and I can sell a lot of them dogs. Set up a camp and say everybody's selling dog, come grab them here for $300 like those guys do, and break them. But then I will put dogs in the hands of a whole bunch of morons that I didn't verify that they were good people. And those morons will start breeding dogs. And then my dogs will become trash. That will be highly disrespectful for Awesome Buck. And I'm not about to do that to Awesome Buck. I'd rather have a guy that owns Ernie love his dog. I'd rather have David Dennis, the CEO, enjoy his dog. I'd rather have the great people like Chris Seibert enjoy her dog. She just came down from a fight in Saudi Arabia. I'm so proud of her. She's badass. That woman is special. I was rooting for her, man. I get so emotional when it comes to this. Go hard. That woman is special. She went to Saudi Arabia, travel, global level, you travel to Saudi Arabia. Kicked some ass to a woman that was way younger. She was the underdog. They call it the old warrior. Cut, bruised, still won. She sleeps with 2 of my dogs. And those 2 dogs that I have, they live with birds. There's a video there. She's singing. One bird is here. My dog wants to come in. Don't want to disturb the bird. Comes around and they're together. You know who that dog is? Canelo. He's a direct son of global grand champion Atos from Busha, the hero. The hero. The mama from Siega the Great, greatest performer dog ever in history. Dog of the year, bred to global champion the Bagman. Ask Richie Stratton about the dog. Super dog. Live with birds and cats. Oh, that's not a game dog. Because you haters say it? I don't think so. Woo! Best dogs. Most of the time, never went out. Best dogs. I love them. They stood with me. The greatest. Love it. Love it. God bless you guys. I'm excited. I didn't sleep too much. I want to say happy birthday to my son. I love you. A lot of things to grow. I'm waiting for you to get to the point you could be like the old guy. God bless you guys. Nothing but the best for you. Share this video with someone that cares and loves dogs. Share the video. Share the culture. Share the good men. The men that really love the breed like no other men ever loved the breed. Chico Lopez loved the breed like nobody else will. I promise you, when I'm gone, there'll be a lot of people crying because they love the dogs and they love me too. 123pitbulls.com, ChicoLopez.com, TheRealPitbull.com, the home of the real global legends. People like to say the home of the legends. When you compare them to me, zero. They're not on my level. The American Pit Bull Terrier has, oh, why are you putting people down? Let me tell you why. I'm not putting people down. The core of the American Pit Bull Terrier is winning. Underdog wins. Top dog wins. The core of the American Pit Bull Terrier is winning against adversity. Winning when you're the top, winning when you're the bottom, winning. The word courage, which is gameness and loyalty, are twins that were born at the same time. And that's the inside of the American Pit Bull Terrier. Most loyal dogs you'll ever hear. And that's the dog I love. That's the dog I represent. Those dogs represent me. And because it's competition, there's something called the scoreboard, the law of the scoreboard. When you want to know if you're losing a basketball game, take a look at the scoreboard, and if you are 25 points under, you're losing. That's how it works. If you want to know where you're in life and you're 25 points under, don't give up. Keep working until you get to the top. And that's how it works. God bless you guys again. Thank you so much for your support. If you like these videos, do not be a coward. Go below on the comments somewhere and say, thank you, Chico, for these videos. We want to hear more of you. Thank you, Chico. God bless you guys. My respect and my love to all the great ones, younger than me, older than me. My respect to all the great dogmen, real dogmen of the past. Not the ones that don't matter, only the ones that matter, only the best. Forget the rest. Chico Lopez, I'm out.